Hunter Biden sees his sobriety as key to keeping Trump from winning. Exclusive interview in Axios, Hunter Biden and Axios. Now, Mick, Hunter Biden says a lot in there, basically that, in part, and I'm paraphrasing, that he wants to keep sober, and as his dad is running for president, the consequences that might be, downstream from that. But and this is the question that we posed to with President Biden at the top, right? Like, you go through the process of when do we want to do something like this and why do we want to do it? Why do you think Hunter Biden and those in the Biden orbit said, you know what, it's time for Hunter to talk now and to talk in this form?
Ordinarily, you're right. And in a properly functioning administration, that's exactly what would happen. I think there's a chance here that Hunter Biden is still a free agent and is not clearing things to the White House. What's my basis for saying that? I have an example of that. The time he gave the impromptu press conference at the steps of the Capitol building, you don't get the feeling the White House knew that one was coming. He's got a very high-profile celebrity lawyer who's running his case for him.
Abby Lowell.
And this may be more designed to sort of take care of Hunter than anything else, or at least designed to sell books or do whatever. I don't automatically go to the assumption that this was coordinated with the White House.
So don't clip this, but I agree with Mick in the sense that he's, unlike President Trump, Biden's children are not in this administration. He is a free and independent citizen. He is not an employee of the federal government. He is running his own defense and his own effort here. I agree with you. Because of that, he probably did run it by the White House operations.
As a white-collar criminal defense lawyer, he's got a really good lawyer, one. And two, you see Hunter Biden out front more, and Hunter Biden is the boss. He's the client. All right? So the lawyer in strategy isn't doing anything without the client's approval. And think about it. It's not just good politics, right? But it's also good for his defense. We're talking about sobriety. I represented Marion Barry. And when he ran for mayor again, let me tell you, he went to communities that Ward 3 and Ward 2 that weren't his friends. And he talked about his sobriety, his drug use, and his mistakes, right? And he said one thing, and I'll never forget. He said, the difference between you and Bob or Bill and what have you is everyone's got a member of their family who's had sobriety and drug challenges, right? Except mine are on the front page and yours aren't. And I'm going to tell you, that's an effective argument. You're going to hear more of this.
So to take that a step further, he's not, Marion Barry wasn't running for president. Hunter Biden's father is running for president. So then it begs the question, should he be doing? I understand.
The Republicans have made Hunter Biden a talking point, and he's tired of not talking. He wants to talk about sobriety and his road to recovery because it's human, and so many Americans, millions of Americans, can identify with it. It may not stop him from being indicted or rather prosecuted, if you will, but it certainly helps politically.
He wants to talk about his sobriety because it's a positive thing. It's a wonderful thing to find
it's a
sobriety.
Humane thing.
But that is the reason that he's bringing it up, because it counteracts the narrative that he's getting from the Republican Party about where did all of this money come from that you were getting from these countries overseas while your father was vice president. That is the narrative. You can't just say, I'm sober now, so what I did back then doesn't count. It's the same thing to tie into the story that we just talked about, Joe Biden and the transcript that Jim Jordan is demanding. They want to know, where was your mindset when you took these documents? That is the real question that you're getting from Republicans.
Pure conjecture. Pure conjecture.
I'm just back.
Hunter Biden is not the president, and he shouldn't be prosecuted. If your name was on the indictment or my name was on the allegation, we would never be prosecuted by DOJ.
All right, we'll leave it. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.